when we had Lisa Duval on the program, and she was talking about how some kids don't have anything really to rebel against, and how like the kid can come out as all these different labels, and the parents are very like nonchalant about it, and they're like, okay, that's fine, honey, you're bisexual. Okay, great, and let us know what you need. And then, okay, well, what about pansexual? And the parents like, oh, pansexual, great, tell me what that means. Okay, no problem. And it's almost like in some cases, not all, but I think in some cases, the kids are looking for, where is the boundary of edgy behavior I can take on that's actually going to stir up something in my parents. And Helena talked about this too. Like she'd come out as some kind of sexuality and her mom didn't care at all. And she said, in my mind, I had this fantasy of this like huge blow up that we were going to have. This intense conversation, or like my mom questioning me. And, on the surface, we think, well, kids don't want their parents to be mad at them. Yeah, but if you're feeling kind of ignored, you just want some sort of engagement to some degree.
And even if you're not feeling ignored, if you're feeling like big things are happening, which they are, and you want it almost declared, if you follow me, I could see how you'd come out as bisexual, and it's almost like huge things are happening.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
know.
Yeah. And they are all sorts, Jeannie. Like what goes through their bodies, like what's going on is massive. And so if it's not met with sufficient gravitas, and it's not met with taken seriously, I could see how they'll say, okay, well, I don't think that was really taken seriously. I could see, and I don't think they're consciously thinking
it's
this.
subconscious.
Yes. And they think, oh, well, I've thought about this some more, and I think I'm pansexual. And, the parent could still just nod along. And I remember working with somebody, and, she said, I'm bisexual and pansexual. And, the parent was, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, I'm trans. And the parent said, no. It was completely different. Her voice changed. It was no. And the child was like, what's this all about?
Yeah.
Because the child was, unbeknownst to themselves, the child was looking for a reaction. Not no, but they were looking for a reaction.
Yes.
They were looking for a, hello, I'm not the little kid I used to be. I'm changed. I'm new. I'm very different. Things are happening here.
Yeah.
That's what they were kind of looking for.
100%.
But what they got was, oh, isn't that nice for you? And a bit of a hidden smile. Or, who do you fancy? And they're like, I don't want to talk about who I fancy. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Crikey. That's not the conversation I'm looking for. In a way, what they were looking for is, those coming of age films, they were looking for coming of age conversations.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is something we talked about a lot in the book. It's like this idea of separation. So it's like, I tend to think about things in contrasts. I think, like in Helena's case, her family was super distracted, and she explicitly, in hindsight, says, I wanted attention. And then in other families, like the Lisa Duval kind of families, they're so attached and so deeply connected, and this teenager is trying to differentiate him or herself slightly from the parents, especially I think in the case of girls. And this is a way of finding that edgy thing that actually ruffles mom's feathers. And it's a way to kind of individuate and separate. So I think you're right. It's like a coming of age attempt. It's an attempt at saying, I'm not that innocent little kid you thought I was. And they wait for the reaction. If like, oh, you're pan, that's so cute. Oh, you're bi, that's so sweet. I don't want to be sweet.
Yeah.
I want to shock you a little bit. I want to surprise you, because I'm surprised by the feelings I'm having and the things that are going on within me.
Yeah, I think one thing I think I'd like to rest on for a minute is this boundaries thing. And I have it with my own kids, and I totally get it. We say it so flippantly, the kids have nothing to push against. But it's actually massive. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
They have nothing to push against. They need to push against. We have a huge societal issue here. And I don't know what we can do, because I can see it like with my own kids. They want to push against something, and they have nothing to push against. What is that? That's a problem. I just feel like that's a huge problem. And I don't know what we're going to do about this societally, because it's always happened that parents put down these boundaries and the children pushed against them. And now we don't have that. It seems like we're almost one of the first generations that don't. And I don't know where it's going. It seems to be, nature abhors a vacuum. The children are finding things, and that feels very destructive and frightening.
Yeah.